Alright, this video is going to help us review the metric conversion shortcut method. It's going to help us answer questions like this. How many milliliters are in this 2-liter bottle of Pepsi? So we want to go from liters to milliliters. In order to convert from liters to milliliters, we need to be able to understand some things about the metric system. First of all, the metric system has 3 base units. These are the units without any prefixes in front of them. They're just the base units. So we have meters, liters, and grams. Meter would be length, liter would be volume, and gram would be mass. Now in this problem, we're going from liters to milliliters, so we'd be measuring volume, which is going to be in liters. Now, once we have these base units understood, for any problem that we have, we can look at the prefixes in front of the base units and make our conversion. The prefixes, as listed in order, from largest to smallest as we go from left to right, are kilo, hecto, deca, base, like we just talked about, deci, centi, and milli. Now, these prefixes change the size of the unit of measurement. So the ones on the left are the largest one. Kilo is 1,000 times as big as the base unit. Milli, all the way on the other hand, is 1,000 times smaller than the base unit. So what we really need to do then, in order to convert here, we need to be able to memorize the order of the metric prefixes. Kilo, hecto, deca, base, deci, centi, milli. An easy way to do that, and a little bit silly, but the way that we like to have students memorize it would be by coming up with a little saying. Different teachers use different ones. The one that I use for kilo, we use the word king. For hecto, we use the word Henry. For deca, we use the word died. For base, we use the word by. So King Henry died by. For deci, we use the word drinking. For centi, we use the word chocolate. And for milli, we use the word milk. So an easy way to remember the metric prefixes in order from largest to smallest, just think of King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Kilo, hecto, deca, base, deci, centi, milli. Once we have those, and we can go ahead and understand the order of those, really, since the metric system is based on the powers of 10, we can really just move the decimals left or right, depending upon the prefixes that are in the problem. So, back to our original question. How many milliliters are in this 2-liter bottle of Pepsi? On a test or on a quiz or on a worksheet, that will end up looking like this. 2 liters equals how many milliliters? Well, in order to solve this, we know that we need to go from liters to milliliters. Well, the base unit that we're using is liters here, and so liters, as in our problem, will be right here in the center of our list. We need to go to milliliters. Alright, the prefix milli is going to be all the way on the right. So what you need to do is you need to go ahead and rewrite the number with the decimal. Don't get confused here. If the decimal is not listed, it's always just right of the number. And for a placeholder, we like to put a 0 afterwards. So this 2 and 2.0, those are really the same number. It just has the decimal listed for us. Now the decimal is always right to the right of the number if it's not listed for you. So we got to go from 2.0 liters to milliliters. Well, look at our chart. Our chart says we need to go from the base unit over once to deci, over 2 times to centi, and then over 3 times to milli. So all we need to do is move our decimal 3 times to the right. Once, twice, and for a placeholder we use the 0, and 3 times, add another 0 in there. So our answer is going to be 2000, and then the decimal would finish right here. Now we know when we write a number, just like it was in the problem ahead of time, if there's not a number after the decimal, you don't have to write it. So our final answer is going to be 2000. So this case, there would be 2,000 milliliters in every 2-liter bottle of